The future belongs to the people who follow their heart no matter what the critics say, because they truly believe in their vision. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you. Carry yourself with dignity and pride. Demand the best from yourself and be totally unafraid to challenge entrenched interests and failed power structures. Does that sound familiar, by the way? The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label, because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. And always have the courage to be yourself.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm feeling free. That was actually from a 2017 commencement speech that Trump gave at Liberty University. It's in Lynchburg, Virginia. I randomly heard the end part of that earlier today, so I went and found the full speech, and I just loved it and wanted to share it with you. So a lot of people on YouTube are doing kind of predictions today and like polls and looking at what's happening here and there, but I don't want to do that. There's enough of that online. I just kind of wanted to talk with you for a second and thank you. And then I have some footage that I pulled from some of the different Trump rallies that I put together that I think you're really going to like. It kind of warmed my heart a little bit. First off, I want to thank everyone on this channel. I'm at 5,600 subscribers now. I started a few months ago and I've just been having the best time doing this. It's been such a fun journey and has actually held myself accountable in many ways, just researching stuff for these videos. And I love interacting with you guys, and I'm just getting started. No matter what happens with this election, it'll be all good. But I just want to say a huge thank you. And 4 years ago today is when I decided to leave the Democratic prison, and I just wrote a few words down. I said, yes, 4 years ago today, I left the Democratic Party. I realized that I had been duped. I had been lied to, and my kindness and bleeding heart was taken advantage of in order to push policies that sounded good, but actually hurt the very communities they are helping, and was more in the interest of elite career politicians. And I learned that 4 years ago, and since then I had started this journey of research. Sometimes I said in my walk away video I would be up until 4 a.m. just reading and educating myself, because I was so fascinated at the fact that Donald Trump had gotten in office, the emotional reaction from the Democratic Party, and I was fascinated, and I wanted to understand what happened to the Democratic Party, because it used to be the party of tolerance, the party of wanting to help people, and they still cloak themselves as that. But you and I and people that have recently left the Democratic Party or have been red-pilled sort of looked beyond the surface and did our own investigating and found something completely different. And they have turned into something I don't recognize anymore, the party of hate and bigotry and intolerance. And that's why so many Trump supporters are silent, and that's why a lot of Republicans are silent now, because of the crap that you get every single day. And I'm going to give you an example of that right here, and then we're going to go into, I put some footage together of some of my favorite Trump rallies or little Trump protests or whatever you want to call them that have popped up around the country. I think it'll make you smile, and it will prove that what I'm about to read to you is completely ignorant, and what they tell you about Trump supporters is an absolute lie. They are some of the most amazing accepting, diverse group of people that you will ever meet. And I'll say this too, since I started this channel throughout the summer, we've been covering all of the protests and riots. I have seen hours and hours and hours and hours of footage from the protests, from the riots, from the rallies, and this and that, just researching for these videos that I've made you. And I'll say this, the happiest people are the Trump people, are the Republicans, the people that I personally would like to hang out with, and I'm not even being biased. This is just from everything that I watched. The Trump supporters are the people of tolerance. They are the people of love. They are the people of equality and acceptance. And you'll see that in a few minutes. But that's just my takeaway from the footage that I've seen. And now we are going to get into why people are silent and actually what is wrong. A lot of people think that Trump being in office is divisive. He's not divisive. If you listen to any of these speeches or what I just showed you, he is the president of unity. It's the media that want you to think he's divisive. They don't want you to like him, and they don't want you to like Trump supporters, because if you knew the truth, you might like Trump and you might vote for him, and they are so desperate to get him out of office. So I log on to my Instagram yesterday, and this is just one example, but I see this every single day, all the time, and this is what it said. So this is Talk 30 to me, I guess, is an Instagram account. They have almost 250,000 followers, and a person that I went to high school with actually reposted this on her Instagram, and it says, "If you support Trump, unfollow me. I don't like you. I don't respect you. I don't want anything to do with you." Okay, so I put this on my Instagram stories if you follow me on here, but this is what I have to say to whoever wrote this or whoever's sharing this, whoever commented on this. This is ignorance, this is bigotry, and this is hatred. And you are a huge part of the reason, you are why so many moderate Democrats have moved to the Republican Party and have walked away from the Democratic Party, because we are so tired of this hate and this intolerance. But let's look at some of the comments from people that was on this post. And this is still up on their Instagram. They post stuff like this all the time. Oh, someone said they can all go straight to hell where they scurried out of. Amen. It's the misogyny, racism, kids in cages, and overall idiocy for me. First of all, the kids in cages was a lie. We've debunked that already a million times on this channel. The misogyny is a lie. The racism is a lie, and you'll see that in a few minutes. Let's see. Luckily, deep down, they hate themselves more than they could ever hate us. Okay. That is so false. Anyone that believes this crap, anyone that's posted anything like this, you, my friend, have been lied to. You are a victim of the lies that the mainstream media tells you. So, with that being said, I want to show you some of my favorite little clips from some of the Trump rallies. And if you don't understand who a Trump supporter is, if you think a Trump supporter is some gun-toting redneck dude who's a white supremacist or some small town, know-nothing, uneducated person, you're the ignorant one. You've been lied to. And now let's look at some of these evil, terrible Trump supporters that hate themselves. Let's see who these people actually are.
President Trump signed the JUST Act into law to make sure that it is easier for the victims of the Holocaust and their children to get restitution. That is who he is. He is the greatest champion of the Jewish people in the state of Israel in the history.
Are we? Who? We're warriors standing in the gap. Aye. And in unity pushing the system back. Aye. Declaring that California will be the true state of liberty. Aye. Where freedom reigns. Aye. New change brings. Aye.
same on the game. Hey, Donald Trump is your president, and if you like it or not, keep the energy you had with Barack.
Do those horses even know they're black? Does Chelsea Handler need to remind them? There was so much hate. It was hard to even watch, just so much hate. But on a more serious note, you guys, I wanted to make this video because I hope that you're having a good day, and no matter what happens, I'm very, very proud to be one of them. I'm very proud to be one of you and to be with you. And there's this sort of like deep-rooted respect when you meet someone who is outspoken about their support for the president because of all the hate you get, because of stuff like that I just read you, because you know the kind of courage and bravery it takes to be vocal about your beliefs and to be vocal about your support of the president. And that's why there is so much love and respect and acceptance, because we know it takes a certain type of person to be that way. And just being sort of in the arts world a little bit and having a lot of friends that are artists, it really blows my mind that more people are not waking up and looking at what's happening with Trump and all of this support. I've never seen love for a president like this before in my life. It's incredible to me how they're not looking at this and being like, I wonder what's going on here. Like, something else is going on here. It's bigger than just the presidency. There's something interesting going on. I wonder what that is. I would like to figure out why. I would like to be on the forefront. Instead, they're just so blinded by their hate by this man that they're not seeing this beautiful movement that's happening across America. And if I had to choose people to hang out with, I would choose any one of those groups in those videos that I just showed you, especially the horse and buggies. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll probably post some more videos tonight as we're watching the coverage. They're not going to be super put together, just a few short things with what's going on, just to kind of connect with you. But I don't know. I feel really good today. I feel really positive. No matter what happens, again, I'm proud to be one of you. And have a really good night. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.